We're out here getting it. First gonna hit a quick 20 set of chinnies. Oh, fuck. That was a good sick pump. All right, guys, we haven't caught up in a while. We're up here at the cabin. I figured I'd give you guys a quick update on what we got going on in training and life for the last couple weeks. So let's have a sit down and powwow. Oh, I feel that sick bicep pump. All jacked up on creatine right now. So if you guys haven't been here before, this is the cabin. This is usually where I get like my hardcore samurai work done. You gotta be up in the mountains, stay focused. We're about 4,800 feet right here. Most of the peaks around here are around 5,200 to 5,500. So kind of similar to Boulder. Boulder obviously has taller mountains. So currently right now it is Monday. We have 3 Fridays left, I believe. Yep, 3 Fridays left until championships. We basically went from not having the season to racing Barcelona to doing Anaheim to World Championships. Pretty tight calendar. During this time, I also promised myself every single time I say or I have to do 10 push-ups. So at the end of this, we've already got racked up 1. If you guys can count them, add it up in the comments, and I'll make a video where I'm doing all of them. So I have to punish myself. What we're gonna do right now, guys, over the next couple weeks is just practice peaking. So the way peaking works is, if you do things properly throughout the year, you need to be climbing up, reaching a new level, having a little bit of a come down. Climbing up higher, come back down, get some more resources, rest. When I say resources, go up higher. I really brought myself up on a shelf. I climbed up super high. I set that world record. I was setting records and training all the time. I was really hitting crazy numbers in the gym where I was putting 5 plates on each side of the bar and doing box squats. I was doing 500-pound deadlifts, really heavy chin-ups. Overreached a little bit, but I took the past 10 days off. It was really beneficial and helpful to have that rest and recovery. I know a lot of you guys and girls out there who are watching this, if you have these last couple weeks left leading up to this championship, Hyrox Worlds, or one of your championships, which might be a different race, understand you probably can do more damage than you can do good at this point, meaning that you need to be very precise about your rest. You need to be very precise about your level of intensity. You also need to be really precise about your mindset and who you hang out with. Like I wrote on my hand, be positive. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but sometimes you can catch yourself sitting somewhere like this and you're running up a hill and you're like, gosh, I didn't feel so good during that workout. And then just remind yourself, you got to be positive. Like, wait a second, I've been crushing so many really good workouts. That one right there doesn't really matter. If I had 100 really bad workouts, then we should talk about it. But one bad workout, who gives a shit? So make sure you have all those things aligned. For me, in the next couple weeks, I'm basically going to be going back and forth between the cabin, coming up here, kind of grounding myself during my down days, and then going back to Malibu where I have like, you know, my really world championship level gym setup, pushing super intensely, taking a lot of downtime between these intense sessions, and being around athletes that are really motivating and dominating. And then, shoot, I said it again. I did a pause. That's 20 push-ups. From there, you know, when I get ready for the championship and I show up, I'm showing up on May 18th, landing in London, going to meet up with my crew in Manchester on the 23rd or 24th. The things I'll suggest to you guys when you get to a big race like this, make sure that you show up and you have your plan before you get there. Don't build a plan when you get there. Because, you know, what happens is you start to run into people you haven't seen in a while, you get all excited, you forget everything, and the next thing you know, oh shoot, I forgot my race shoes, my race socks, my race nutrition, I didn't get such great sleep, blah, blah, blah. So make sure you show up with a good plan. And then otherwise, make sure that you stay grounded while you're there. It's super easy to let your adrenaline pump up through the roof and get like so jazzed up at these things where your muscles are going to be tensing, your energy is going to be spiking. There's so many levels of just explosive excitement that it will tire you out so much that by the time you get to the race, your tank is like 20 to 30% empty. So from there, make sure you're grounded, as I said. Shit, that's 30 push-ups. I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for being so supportive this season. I wasn't planning on being back here. I really honestly said that I was retiring because I had other goals. Things changed, and that's okay. I'm not the kind of guy who's going to sit there and cry about it. I'm going to be the guy who pivots and charges harder than I ever have before. So be the same person. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't come up with any excuses. Show up to the start line with intention, intensity, and power, and then from there, kick everybody's ass. I'll see you guys out there in Manchester. 30 push-ups. That wasn't so bad. I've caught myself in interviews saying, what, like 20 times. That would be exhausting. So I'm really punishing myself. I learned this when I was younger. Basically, I had a tic for a little while, and I caught myself doing it so often that I promised myself I wasn't gonna be the person with that weird tic or that weird aspect, and I used to bite my finger so much so that I bled out. Just did again. It's another 10 push-ups. And you have to have actions like this if you want to clean up your act and make sure you're a champion in all facets of life. 10 more. We're done. We're done filming. I don't want to do any more push-ups.